Hello and welcome to Renaissance Rachel. I'm your host Rachel, and this is a program for rebels, renovators, and regular folk. So let's get started. Today we are going to take a look at decor and a lot more. And we're going to be setting an elegant table for two. As you can see, we have a blank slate here. You might want to make sure that there are no blemishes or anything that can be seen through the tablecloth. And I have chosen white today because it's a nice standard color, but you can choose anything festive, lacy. Just make sure it's, you know, something that is for everybody. No weird happy birthdays or anything. Okay, so put your tablecloth on. And I like to put it kind of at an angle to give it a little bit of flair. Do this all the time in catering. And the next thing you want to do is you want to choose your centerpiece. And you could go with some flowers, but these are a little tall because you don't want to have your centerpiece more than 12 inches, because when you're sitting on either side of the table, you don't want to not be able to see your, significant other or your partner or your friend or whoever it is, the lucky person that you've asked to join you and who will actually stand your company. So anyway, I have chosen today a bowl of fruit, and which I think is a nice centerpiece. I have a mango, some apples, banana, and I chose to put some shelled almonds actually. I thought they had a nice look to them. So then the next thing I want to do is I like to use chargers. And what a charger is it's a plate that goes underneath the plate, and it gives it a little bit more of, instead of using placemats, basically it's something nice, especially on a white tablecloth in a limited space. It's nice to use. And then I've chosen just some plain white plates. Just make sure they're clean. Put them down. And then I like to also begin with a napkin. Now, the napkin, again, make sure it's clean. And you can use the napkin and just put it in the center of the plate, or you can put it on the left-hand side, right here. And sometimes I like to make shapes. So another fun thing to do is, there's many, many ways to fold napkins. Just go online to any catering website. They'll teach you. Here you go, and that's something kind of fun too. So again, you can also put it on the left-hand side. That's usually where we put the napkin. The next thing we want to do is silverware. Now, I'm doing the whole kit and caboodle here, so regular knife, if you're not having steak, just goes on the right-hand side with the tip facing the plate. And then we also have salad fork, and this is smaller in comparison to the dinner fork. There is a difference, and the way we set them on the table is we put them, the dinner fork goes closest to the plate, and the salad fork goes right next to it because we eat in, so that's the reason for that. Now you can use either a dessert fork, another fork that's a little smaller, or you can also use a spoon. I've chosen a spoon today. And that faces the right-hand side. Sometimes I have to, left to right, sometimes I have to think about that. East to west, directions. Anyway, the next is the water glass. We have to be drinking something. And the water glass goes the tip of the knife. So, and if you're like me, you're going to want a wine glass, or at least offer something to your guest, and that also goes, move this a little bit, goes towards kind of an angle. The water is always first. You can also put champagne flutes if you are going to be drinking champagne. So I think everything looks pretty good. So now let's fill the water glasses because if if you're like me, sometimes you do go somewhere and they accidentally overcook something, or maybe there's something you don't care for and you need something to swallow. So pour in the water. And again, last but not least, let's have some wine. Now, I've chosen a lighter wine, a Sauvignon Blanc. It's very nice. And what I love about this one is you don't even need a wine opener. It's twist off. How fun is that? if you can get it off. So here you go. And just a little bit here. A little bit there. And if your guest doesn't drink alcohol, you can also serve sparkling cider. We have, non-alcoholic beer, buckler. You can have a nice Pilsner glass. That's also a nice touch. Now, if you don't have candles or anything and you think it looks all right, the next thing you want to do is set the mood. You can't have dinner without mood. I mean, who wants to have Chatty Cathy just sitting there? You want to enjoy the meal, you enjoy the wine, gotta have the music. So let's go turn something on. Whoa! You do not want that. Little heavy on that. I'm not really a fan of country. Okay, now this is something your mother would be proud of. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me setting this table for two. And if it goes well, maybe you can expand your dinner to 4. And who knows? Life is good when you're eating well. I'm Rachel, and thank you so much for watching Renaissance Rachel, a program for rebels, renovators, and